what I ended up doing was I cut the pipe where it bent. Folks, that outdoorsman. Figured I'd get a quick one in here on my drive home from work tonight. So I'm going to attach an article in the description at the bottom of this video. And this said article is going to be credit to the topic that I'm talking about today, which is how wokeism is the new religion in this country. Okay. It's a very interesting article. I'd implore you to read it. Probably take you, it's like a 2-minute read. And it breaks down their reasoning, why they find that wokeism could be the new religious identity in this nation now. All right. So, and I'll give you my 2 cents on it, hence the video today. So, it actually makes sense, you know. Now, before I even get into it, when I look at a topic that piques my interest, I make sure there's 2 things that are happening. Number 1, there's got to be evidence in the article, such as statistics, numbers, anecdotal evidence, like personal stories, people that have been actually experienced it for themselves, right? You know what I'm saying? So, and number 2, I make sure that what I'm researching isn't based off of somebody's emotional analysis, right? So it goes hand in hand. It has to be evidence, and it's got to be facts, you know? And obviously I got to feel the topic, you know, personally. And I definitely feel this topic. So wokeism being some kind of new religion in this country. And how, if it continues, we're done. We're cooked, right? So let's take Christianity. Okay, let's start off there. You know, Christianity was basically one of the founding principles of this nation, right or wrong. You know, I mean, our nation's founders were all Christians, devout. "In God we trust" is printed on our paper currency. You can find references to God and very important documents that are based on the founding of this nation. Okay? Picking up what I'm putting down here, folks. All right, so with that said, Christianity as a whole, as a religion, is something that has dwindled over time, okay? You know, in the past 70, 80 years versus today, the numbers of people that attend church on Sundays, okay, has reduced drastically, okay? And as a result, there is this vacuum being created now it's being formed. Think of it as, we'll take the invasion of Iraq back in the early 2000s. We went in there for the, you know, one of the purposes was to remove an oppressive dictator named Saddam Hussein. And we successfully removed him. But for those of you folks that are old enough to remember what the big issue was, you know, for the immediate aftermath of that, was what did you hear being discussed? A big power vacuum, right? Vacuum being the operative word here, folks. Okay? So let's switch back over to today's topic with religion, okay? and Christianity being one of the core founding principles, or one of the core principles of this country being founded, right? And now that has pretty much gone away or shifted to other things, all right? So now we have a vacuum of our own when it comes to our identity, right? I mean, one could argue that our identity and religion go hand in hand, all right? So now you have these other things, or these other ideologies, I should say, coming in its place, and one of them is wokeism. And that is pretty much the rising star, for lack of better terms, that I'm using here, that is taking place of Christianity in this country. And folks, we are seeing it all over the place, all right? Latest example is Anheuser-Busch, right? And that fucking thing that they use to promote their beverages, okay? And if you're not on board with that, and you have your own opinion on it, then you are labeled a racist or a bigot or this and that. You are pretty much public enemy number one. And that is just one component and one small example, okay? If you are not on the wokeism bandwagon, whatever you want to call it, train, ride, you are public enemy number one, unfortunately, okay? If you are the type of person that has you possess the ability to think freely, to not give a rusty rat's ass what other people think of your beliefs and what you think and how you feel and how you conduct yourself, you are labeled as the enemy, right or wrong, you know? If you ask questions or you debate about something that you feel is being shoved down your throat and you don't want to fucking hear it, you're being labeled as the enemy, right? I mean, you see it on social media. I mean, hell, you see it on MSM. I mean, you even have our freaking president that call half of America violent extremists because they're patriots. All right, when you really simplify it, if you're a patriot, you're a violent extremist, according to Ice Cream Man. Okay, I mean, he can beat around the fucking bush all he wants, you know. His loser fucking scumbag political pundits can come up with this big fucking word salad of what he really means, okay, when he calls half of America violent extremists. But people that have common sense, right, like I would like to think myself, I'm picking up what this guy's putting down, right? I'm a patriot. I love the Constitution. I have the ability to think for myself. I don't give a bug's fucking turd what anybody says or thinks about what I believe in, all right? And because of that, I'm, quote, an extremist, right? Well, folks, this is where, going back to wokeism, this is basically, it goes hand in hand. This all is part of the same fucking ugly web that we are dealing with every day, you know? And it's sad because people, normal people, good people, when they leave their homes every day, when they leave the safety of their four walls of their house every day and go out and face society, most people are afraid to be themselves, right? You know, because they don't want to piss somebody off or offend somebody or get fucking shouted down, okay? Or be labeled as something, you know? And, you know, you see it at your jobs, you know, for the most part. You know, God forbid, you know, you speak up and put your 2 cents in on something that you don't agree with because it's just not part of your moral compass, all right? So yeah, this is the big problem here in this country, because Christianity has pretty much, it's pretty much evaporating. Okay, and again, read the article, folks. It's very interesting, and it's sad too, because of that. All right, because of that core principle that this country was founded on, we have this ugly fucking cancer, this disease called wokeism, coming in and filling that void, that vacuum. All right. Anyway, folks, that's my 2 cents for today. I'm gonna finish up my daily hike. Don't forget, Mad Broadcast Monday nights 9 p.m. Mostly campfire talk over by the campfire, weather permitting, or we'll do it inside the outpost. All right, but anyway, if you like this video, please subscribe, like, share, whatever. That'll help me spread the message. All right. Keep your head on the swivel. Mad Outdoorsman. Thanks for watching.